Hello to my future self. I'd first like to congratulate you because more than likely, if you are looking at this video 3 to 5 years from now, you set out to accomplish each and every goal that you previously set out to accomplish. And for that, you should be proud of yourself. Um, Over the course of these past few 8 weeks, I've learned so much about myself. I've learned so much of what needs to be done going forward. And I know that in order to be successful, not just in the next 3 to 5 years, but in the next 20 years, the next 30 years, I know that these next few things that I will be discussing in this video, it is imperative that I implement these things. So the first thing I would like to discuss is the 7 transformations of leadership. The two forms of leadership that I would like to outline. The first being the individualist. As I look back when we wrote our notes to ourselves about 6 weeks ago now, I was in a very frustrated state. Um, I had been dealing with some things at my job where I felt as if I was the only one that was putting forth the necessary effort. And in today's society, in the economy, money can be such a very big deal. But money fades away, and at the end of the day, your reputation is all that you have. Your work ethic is all that you have. What people have to say about you ultimately speaks about your character and not the money in your pocket. So I was 8 weeks ago. I was in the individualist position. I was very selfish. Again, I was all about the money, and if I could not get any personal gain from the experience or interaction with others, then I wanted no parts of it. But again, over the course of the 8 weeks, I began to reevaluate myself and what I wanted for my life, both personally and professionally. And I realized that if I wanted to impact others, especially the youth, then having a selfish attitude and being money hungry is no way to be successful in the future or right now. So, to my future self, I would like to tell you to strive to be a strategist. Okay, strive to make those around you better as you make yourself better. Strive to motivate others. Strive to motivate people to be better human beings, better husbands, better wives, better children, better brothers. Just be infectious to those that are around you, because ultimately you have the power to empower others, and you must be intentional and effective in everything that you do, especially working with young children, as you will be doing. You will always have eyes that are on you, watching you, and everything that you do is magnified. So, again, I want to tell myself to be selfless. Always be giving of yourself, whether it has anything to do with money or not, because at the end of the day, like I said, money fades away, and your reputation and your career is all that will speak for you. I'd secondly like to speak about my leadership and my personal brand, in which I've started right now. And in the future, I plan to have this personal brand up and running again, as I said, working with young children. I've currently started something called Motivational Mondays, where I network with other young people such as myself to sort of get their businesses out, or whatever it is that they may be doing in the community. 3 to 5 years from now, I'd like to have a Motivational Monday that is not just carried out through Facebook as I do it on social media, but I'd like to have this Motivational Mondays in a physical form. I like to have it where African American businesses, and hopefully it grows to something that is more than just African American businesses, but small African American businesses are able to come out and market themselves because again, in order to grow a stronger economy, we must have businesses and people that are able to put money back into the economy. And most importantly, when someone has a business, they're building a brand themselves. So my brand and my way of leading is to empower others and help them to be able to become leaders and motivators of others as well. Um, there's 6 forms of self leadership, in which we discussed in this course. The first one was honesty and integrity, and um, I would always like to keep this at the top of my list, because, as I said, and I can't stress enough, your reputation is all that you have. If you're known for being deceitful or a traitor, then no one will ever trust you. And in the position that I'd like to be in, I cannot lead and I cannot motivate others if honesty and integrity is not at the top of my list. Outstanding self-awareness, in which I've gained so much respect for, especially over these past 8 weeks, and I'm sure I will continue to be more aware of myself. For the simple fact, I've been able to discover hidden feelings that I was unaware of. I've been able to get down to the root of certain problems that I was encountering, all because of becoming self-aware. Vision. The Bible speaks, and I'm sorry to refer to religious matter, even though we are in the business realm right now. But the Bible speaks of, if a leader doesn't have a vision, then the people will perish. As a leader, I must have somewhere in my mind, you must have somewhere in your mind that you want your organization in which you are leading to go, because that allows you to be intentional in any and everything that you do. Courage. Being courageous, being strong, being brave. It comes with the territory of being a leader, even when you are sometimes unsure of yourself. Communication skills, working with a team. That's very important. That is vital, because you always want to create an environment of inclusion. If others don't feel included, as I know myself from being a subordinate, if others do not feel included, then they are less likely to produce results, and ultimately that falls back on you as a leader. And the last form of self leadership, being a team builder. Again, and that just comes with incorporating everyone into your vision, and letting them know what is expected of them, and allowing them to work effectively and as effective as possible. As for your career, I'm sure you are well into your career at the moment. I'm sure you're doing a great job, but continue to work hard. Never become complacent. Again, always be effective and intentional in everything that you do. Those long hours that you are putting in will work out for you in the long run. And last but not least, my developmental network. I spoke about in one of our letters a few weeks ago my developmental network being full of family. A lot of my family have been able to connect me to a lot of the people that I need to be connected to get myself into my career field. However, it is imperative that I connect with others within my career field, not just family, if I want to remain in my career field and be able to grow as much as possible. So again, this is my letter to my future self. Again, I say congratulations to you. Keep working hard. Keep God first. Keep your family second, and everything else will inevitably come to you. So, congratulations.